and sit down.
アンソニーとしても知られているザ・スーパーヴィラン、マイケルとしても知られているザ・ミラクル。
Hey guys, welcome to a preview of Grand Kingdom. This game was, I guess we can call it a reimagination of a game for the PSP called Grand Knight's Kingdom, and it possesses a lot of the same mechanics from that old game, which was an RPG that's kind of like set in one of these kind of like an online community-based type of game where you fight people online, and it's like this big open world as far as like fighting different people, different factions. So it retains that same type of like feel, and this new game is going to be coming out this year for the PS4. Right now we have the beta that just came out, and we're going to pretty much show you a preview of what's going to be in the beta that you'll be able to see this week. So mainly it has a lot of the same mechanics. If you ever heard of Grand Knight's Kingdom, then this game will be pretty familiar to you. Unfortunately, Grand Knight's Kingdom didn't come to America, but some people were able to, import it, of course. Me being one of those people. So the main structure of the game is that you're a general of this brigade of mercenaries, and you have your own little like faction that you have to use. And they're mercenaries, and they pretty much help any particular faction that they want to. There's 4 different kingdoms that you can actually be a part of, and you can pretty much do quests for any one of them, and you get prestige in order to do that. Now, that's basically the story of it. It's very not as story driven as most games are. It's pretty much straightforward. This is what your task is to do, and then you have to go ahead and do it with your band of mercenaries that you have in your party. Now let's talk about the structure of the game. So basically, in the very beginning, you're given a tutorial, and it showed you how to play the game. I really enjoyed the combat in this game. At first, I was a little thrown off because it has a lot of things going on at once. There's a lot of different elements to the combat, which I think is good. It gives the game a lot of depth. I appreciated the fact that there's enough in the game to actually do as far as the combat. Every particular character has their own specific ways of fighting, which I thought was really cool. Let's start with the different classes that you get. For right now, you only have like 4 different ones, which is your fighter, you have your archer, you have your medic, and then you have your mage. Now, your archer and your mage are usually ranged characters, so a lot of their attacks have to be used from a specific distance on the map. As far as your fighter, he's up close, of course, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And your medic, which is cool though about the medic, is that she actually has like attacks as far as like damaging attacks, which is good because usually in most games we have a medic or a white mage. They don't really have any like attack magic or attack spells or attacks in general, so it's nice to have a medic that actually can fight too. So about the range of the characters as far as their attacks are concerned, the archer has a very specific trajectory with his moves and stuff. So one of the major parts that I thought this game was kind of cool, but can be a little frustrating at first, is the fact that there's friendly fire. Say for instance you're fighting and you have a attack with your mage, and if your actual partner of your party is right near the distance of where the attack's gonna land, they're gonna get hit too. So it's really important to strategize where you're gonna be shooting these attacks and stuff. You can't just go all crazy like most games where all of a sudden it's like you use a magic attack and the only person that gets hit is the person that's an enemy. In this game, if your teammates are standing right in the line of fire, they're gonna get hit too. So it's very important to be strategic about how you place your characters on the map as far as that's concerned. Another thing I liked was when you actually are attacking, you have to press buttons in order to like do attacks. So kind of like a slight action RPG element to it. Especially with the fighter character, you have to go up to him and actually press different commands in order to do different moves and stuff. So that's cool. It kind of keeps the game flowing. It doesn't make the game monotonous and boring. It keeps you on your toes. I think the mage has a similar thing where she has to press circle at a particular point in order to hit people with her magic attacks and stuff. So that's cool. It keeps the game like fresh and not just, okay, I'm gonna use this magic attack and then I'm gonna use it and then it's over. Like you have to continuously be aware of what's going on in the battlefield at all times, which I like. Now, as far as exploring the map, because after the tutorial's over, you have to do a couple of quests, and they're pretty straightforward quests right now. Like all you're really doing is like attacking, and your objective is usually just to kill a particular monster or boss, which is cool in the beginning. I did enjoy that the character design was really good too. Just like in Grand Knight's Kingdom, it looks pretty much similar to any other vanillaware game you play. It looks very similar to Odin Sphere, so I do like the character design in the game. But one thing I didn't like about the game so far is the pacing of the game can get a little boring at first, like doing quests and stuff. And unfortunately, when you're doing quests, you have to continue on the quest in order to like complete it. Like you can't, I would say, you can't stop in the middle of it. Like if you like want to pause the quest or like you want to come back to it later, you have to actually start all over again, which I didn't really like. Hopefully that's not going to be a thing in the final version. Maybe it's just for the beta. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I wish I was able to play more classes in the beta. There weren't that many you can choose from, and most of them were like basic stuff you're used to. But overall, I really enjoyed the beta, and I'm pretty sure most people will too. And I'm hoping other people will want to play this game too on a large scale, because I think once the game comes out, where you actually having like people online playing against each other, I think that would be really interesting to see how that comes out. So yeah, tell us what you think. Let us know if you like this game, if you're going to get the beta when it comes out. Did you enjoy this little preview? Let us know in the comments below. Check out our website at www.rushdownradio.net for more info and other things we're doing. And yeah, we'll see you next time.